All right, Schlockmeister fans, we're gonna watch here something I've never seen before. Silent Scream. Let's check it out. Cameron Mitchell and Avery Shriver, a couple of cops. The movie starts with them finding a body. We'll come back to that later. Actually, they come across multiple bodies. Again, we'll come back to this later.
I don't think you're going to be able to find me on that.
This is Scotty, college student.
Miss Parker, have you any idea the housing problem in Saturday? On-campus housing was filled 2 months ago.
So she goes looking for a room, finds a house.
You looking for a room? No, I'm not looking for a room. I'm desperate for a room. Now, if you turn me away, I'm going to have to sleep on the beach tonight. Please, please. Not the one you should talk to.
$5 a month.
So she finds a room in his house.
Another one that's a little smaller, but it's real nice, and it's only.
That's Mason, the woman's son, who runs the place.
If she doesn't want to.
So Scotty settles into her room. Unbeknownst to her, she's being watched. Look closely. Mason's mother is Yvonne DiCarlo, Mrs. Engels.
It'd be all right if I put my suitcases here.
Not the friendliest of women. Remember those eyes we saw? This is an arm that belongs to those eyes.
Brief discussion.
This is Peter, the other guy there.
What?
With Doris. He's drunk and obnoxious right now. Meanwhile, Mason is watching as Scotty and Jack hit it off. Is Mason the one who's been peeking? Anyway, back at the beach, Doris leaves Peter because he's drunk and obnoxious.
How you doing? 9 entry wounds.
The cops are on the case.
I wasn't fooling around. Any idea what kind of knife? Yeah, real big and real sharp.
Mason opens up a trunk that's in the attic, which appears to belong to his father, a military man. What does this all mean?
It seems there was an incident involving Victoria Engels in the early 60s.
Yeah?
She was in high school and she got jilted by some kid. So she attacked him and the new girlfriend at a party.
Peter and Scotty are an official couple now, making the sweet love. Somehow Doris is peeking on them, but she gets interrupted by somebody wielding a knife. Well, who the hell is this now, 56 minutes into the movie? It's the actress Barbara Steele. Turns out she is Victoria. I think we found our killer. Scotty finds a pool of blood in the basement and then gets attacked by Victoria and dragged into her secret room. And here comes Mrs. Engel. Turns out she is Victoria's mother. Mason's in on everything too, and right now they're muffling her so she can't be heard by Jack.
I don't know why you had to bring people into this house. I told you it was going to be too dangerous, and that was what you've done. Why did you have to rent those rooms? Mother, how can you say that to me?
Don't you understand? Haven't you ever guessed the truth about Victoria? And about yourself?
Victoria is his real mom. I guess way back in the day she was pregnant, got knocked up, tried to kill herself. But the rope breaks and she lives.
It's been 3 years, and the only way we could keep Victoria from
herself was to treat her surgically.
Lobotomy.
I can't leave her here in this horrible place for the rest of her life.
Jack comes around looking for Scotty, of course.
What's going on? Okay, after she tried to hack up her boyfriend, she tried to commit suicide. She blew that too. Court ordered her institutionalized.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. They had her locked up for 3 years. Finally, she got so violent, they had to take a knife to her.
Mason has apparently lost his mind now and comes in dressed like his dad, or he thinks it's his dad. It's actually his grandfather.
You shouldn't have talked to him like that.
A struggle ensued, guns pulled, and he accidentally shoots his grandmother. And then he shoots Victoria. And then he shoots himself. Jack comes in to rescue her. Victoria isn't quite dead yet, but she's on her way out. The cops come, and now the film has come full circle. All right, let's talk about the movie Silent Scream, or The Silent Scream, as the on-screen title said. It was actually filmed in the summer of '77, apparently, but not released until 2 years later. Summer of '77, that's when Star Wars was raging. But anyway, so it's a horror movie, and I'd never seen this before. I think I'd seen this on shelves and stuff, just never got around to ever watching it. Finally picked up a Blu-ray very recently, and here we go. So this girl named Scotty, she's a college student, I guess, played by Rebecca Balding. You might remember her from The Boogans. And she is looking for a place to stay. There's no places on campus. She's like, tried to sign up way too late. So anyway, she's got to find alternative housing. So she ends up finding this house, this big mansion on a beach, which apparently was the same house used in the movie Spider Baby, which I've reviewed in the past. There's a couple other kids living there. Yvonne DiCarlo plays Mrs. Engel. She's the a woman who owns the house, and she kind of runs it with her son, Mason. And she's not exactly friendly. Mason's okay. But anyway, there's 4 of these kids living there, I guess. So anyway, somebody starts picking them off one by one. The first guy who gets it is this guy on the beach. He was drunk. We don't see who kills him, but he gets stabbed there. The girl he was with, what's her name? Doris? I can't remember. Doris. She at one point is in the basement, doing some laundry. And then we see a woman sprint out of nowhere, stab her, kill her. She's dead. And then Scotty finds the pool of blood in the basement and follows it and finds this basically kind of like a secret passage, walks up the steps and finds everything up there. It turns out there's a woman living up there, and we find out later on her name is Victoria. She's actually the daughter of Yvonne DiCarlo, and she had tried to commit suicide years earlier. Ultimately, it comes out she tried to commit suicide because she was pregnant, and then but she survived, but she can't talk. She's a mutant. She's got some problems. She ended up going to a nut house and having a lobotomy done. And it turns out Mason is actually her son, if I understood it correctly. And I'm not sure who the father was. They do make mention of the father, Yvonne DiCarlo's husband. He was in the military. Did he make his own daughter pregnant? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I don't know who the father of Mason was. But anyway, a big struggle ensues. They tie up Scotty. They don't know what to do with her. Scotty's boyfriend, the other guy staying there, comes up and he gets involved. Eventually, Scotty accidentally shoots. Not Scotty. Mason accidentally shoots his mother, and then he shoots himself, and then the Victoria got stabbed, and then they're all dead. But Scotty and the boyfriend live just as the cops show up. The cops played by Avery Schreiber and Cameron Mitchell. So that's how our movie ends, just kind of abruptly like that. That is Silent Scream. You know what? Again, I'd never seen this before. I knew nothing about it, but I rather enjoyed it. It kind of plays like a typical early 80s slasher type film, even though it's actually a 70s film. But it has that same vibe to it, that same kind of creepiness. And for what it is, it's basically well done. Got a little bit of gore, a couple of brief nude scenes from Rebecca Balding, but not bad. Now, this DVD, which I got, Blu-ray actually, I got from Kino Lorber. We got some, let's see, 3 featurettes, Scream of Success, 30 Years Later, Silent Scream, the original script, and the Wheat Brothers, A Look Back. Director interview, trailer, blah, blah, blah. Audio commentary with Barbara Steele. How about that? Barbara Steele, actually, who I've had in a lot of Spanish Gothic horror movies from the 60s and early 70s. She was Victoria in this movie. She looked pretty good, actually, for her age, too. So, anyway, that's it. It's Silent Scream. Not a bad flick. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about it. Watch it. Silent Scream. Bye. I'll leave a link to Amazon. Buy it, buy it, buy it.